Hi everyone, it's Jack here from iCollectApple, and today I'm unboxing the brand new iPhone XS Max. This is the gold 256GB model, which retails for £1,249 here in the UK and $1,249 over in the US. I received this on Friday, on launch day. Pretty excited, so let's go ahead with the unboxing. The box is fairly normal. On the back we have the box contents and it says it's a 256GB model. On the front we had that cool new bubble wallpaper that hides the notch. And there's not too much else to see on the box, other than down the bottom we do have a serial number and Apple's new corporate address, which is pretty cool to see that on the packaging now, One Apple Parkway rather than the Infinite Loop. So let's get this open. We'll start by pulling the pull tab to peel the plastic off. They make it nice and easy these days, no messing around with knives or anything. And we'll just remove that plastic and put it to one side if it wants to come off. And there's the box, again showing that orange bubble wallpaper on this gold model. That is actually a wallpaper in the settings on the phone. They have bundled it with the phone, unlike previous years, such as like the iPhone 7. When the default wallpaper wasn't actually in the settings on the phone. But as we lift the lid off of the box, we are going to be greeted with our little documentation envelope. And under here we will have the phone itself, but we'll take a look at that in just a second. First of all, let's take a look what's in this envelope. So we got our Designed by Apple in California text on the front, as always. We got a bit of a quick start guide. We got some Apple stickers. We got some warranty information, always exciting, and we got our SIM eject tool and a little diagram on how to use that. In the Hello Guide, it's got a little bit more in depth than last year, which was just a single sheet of paper, documenting Face ID and how to use the phone, things like that. On the back, we got more tips and tricks with buttons and stuff, and interestingly, we do have a reference to AirPower down here. So, if we lift the phone out of the box, and we take a quick look at that gold finish for the first time, looking absolutely awesome. Gold isn't usually my kind of colour, but I've gone for it this year. We'll get to that in a second. In the rest of the box we do have our accessories, so we have our usual UK wall adapter. We also have our Lightning earpods. No headphone jack adapter this time. Apple are really pushing to do away with that. And we also do have a USB to Lightning cable. As many people have said, it's a shame this is not USB-C yet. Well, USB-C to Lightning for fast charging, but that option is available if you're willing to fork out the extra cash. So as we peel the plastic off, we get a better look at this really stunning phone. It's very, very cool. The back is a darker color than last year's gold iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, and the edges are obviously brand new, this shiny gold stainless steel, very similar to the gold found on the stainless steel Apple Watch this year on the Series 4, which is very, very nice indeed. I'm already liking it from first impressions. Let's just turn it on, boot it up for the first time, and take another look at this device. So we've got our Apple logo there. As it's starting up, let's take a look at the outside. Very few design changes this year. The only real design changes that we do have are some extra antenna bands on the corners, on the bottom left and the top right. This is because it's got a dual SIM, so it needs extra antennas, basically. The only downside is that has messed with the symmetry of the speaker grills on the bottom. And of course this is a UK phone, so we do have regulatory labels on the back of the device. No guys, it's not fake. Every iPhone sold in the UK has this. Physically, the iPhone XS Max isn't much bigger than an 8 Plus. In fact, it's a little bit smaller, but the display is a 6.5-inch display. So it's an edge-to-edge Super Retina display rather than the 5.5 Retina HD display found on the iPhone 8 Plus and predecessors. They were LCD displays. This is an OLED display, like the one found on the iPhone X last year, so it's a really good display. In fact, it's been ranked as the best smartphone display ever. We will see if it'll be able to hold that title for very long. Spec-wise, it's not much of an improvement over the iPhone X from last year. You have a better camera, you have slightly better Face ID, better speakers, better microphones, the new gold color dual SIM. things like that. So it's a pretty solid upgrade, especially if you're going from the 10 to the XS Max. But if you're going from the 10 to the XS, the smaller XS, the 5.8-inch one, it's not really a solid upgrade, especially when it starts at $999. Analysts do reckon that so far, after less than a week of sales, the XS Max has actually outsold the XS 3 to 4 times. So it's clearly the more popular model this year. And so far, reviews have been pretty good. I haven't seen any major complaints. Sure, I agree, it is probably the smallest S update Apple has ever done. But the iPhone X was such an advance, it's kind of to be expected this year, with any big updates coming next year. In fact, the only complaints I've seen, I briefly mentioned earlier, were the lack of fast charger in the box, which I do think is a shame, seeing as to get fast charging, you've got to spend £49 on a USB-C power adapter, then another £19 on the cable. So it's pretty expensive when you've already spent well over £1,000 on a phone. Also, the other complaint is Apple not bundling the headphone jack adapter in the box. Again, like I mentioned earlier, I don't think that's about money. I've seen lots of arguments saying that the least they could do is include a £9 adapter in the box. I don't think it's anything to do with the money. £9 makes very little difference to them. I think it's more about pushing forward their vision for the future. And whether you agree with it or not, it does look like wireless headphones are the future, or the present rather, with things like the AirPods and all the wireless Beats that are available and the wireless Bose headphones. So make of it what you will, but if you do still need that adapter, the good news is it's the cheapest thing on Apple's store. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to get using this phone. It looks really cool, and I've super missed the bigger screen. I used to have a 7 Plus and a 6 Plus before that, and I've always found the iPhone X a little bit too small. I went for the gold because it's a new colour, and I had this silver one, the silver iPhone X last year, so I didn't want to go for the silver again, and I'm still not a fan of the space grey on the iPhone X and XS. I find it really boring compared to the other colours, but it is very sleek, so I get why you would buy it. And I do think they've done the gold quite well. I think it's pretty tasteful. It's actually an improvement over the 8 Plus last year, which I already thought was quite nice, but not really for me. And this is a gold I think I can go with, and I'm glad I went for it. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying this phone out, especially the camera and things like the AR features, because apparently the difference between the 10 and the XS when it comes to AR is night and day. So we will see what that's like. So that's it for this video, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and if you want to check out an unboxing of a stainless steel Apple Watch Series 4, that's already up on my channel, so be sure to check that out, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.